Bye. Wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it down.
Guys, Aaron here, coming here to you on Mobile Wednesday Night Live. I'm carrying my guitar case. I'm walking in the good old woods, but I just wanted to let you know that tonight's going to be a fun night. I'm going to get right to it. The announcements for today. Yes, coming up this Friday, don't miss it. We're going to have the illusionist David Laughlin coming at us. So you can find a link in the description. It's going to be a wonderful time. He's a great magician and should be a great family night. So 7 p.m. this Friday. Link is both in the Instagram bio and in the description below. One other thing coming up is next Thursday, so not this Thursday, not tomorrow, but the next Thursday, we're going to have a student worship night. It's going to be a full night of worship led by our students. You don't want to miss that. That will be on our YouTube. That will be right here. So come to YouTube Live to see that. So that should be a good time. Also, youth group will officially end and start our summer on the 24th of June. So 24th of June is going to be our last bash. We're going to have a fun time here. And then we're going to break for the summer, which will come in about July, early July. So without further ado, I want to go to one of our favorite segments, or maybe my cat's favorite segment. It's time for Where's Zuko? Right, it's time for Where's Zuko? Where is he going to be today? Let's see our options. We have A, getting caught red-handed in the couch. B, joyfully having water poured all over him. C, having his head stuck in a peanut butter jar. Which is it going to be, A, B, or C? Let's find out. So it's nighttime, but we're kind of asking the question, where is Zuko? Where is he, honey? Do you know where he is? I haven't seen him. Where is... Hey there, buddy. How you doing? You know, if you weren't supposed to be... Oh, that is rich. Wait, put the light down a little bit. Oh, up. Oh my gosh, Zuko, you are a funny man. Oh, that's great. Zuko's not supposed to be there, but he's a little rascal, that one. Awesome. Okay, we are gonna go into a quick segment I like to call, what is it? Oh, the more you know. I'm gonna talk to someone who's not only a dear friend of mine, but a family member of mine. Also, this park is awesome. Persimmon Park, highly recommend it. But we're gonna go over to the more you know. Hey students, we're here with my actually sister-in-law, Arliss, and as you can see, our cats, Zuko and Cheerio, are just having a... Cheerio is way more calm than Zuko.
He's very comfortable right now.
Which makes sense. Hey, I'm going to give us about 5 minutes, 5 or 6
All
minutes.
right.
I'm going to start it right here. There
Cool.
it is.
Pressure's on.
First thing, well, actually, students, you know, last week we talked a little bit about race and justice, and I just wanted to talk to someone else with some more perspectives today, so I called up a dear, not just friend, but family member of mine, Arliss. Arliss, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you said, I'm Arliss. I'm cat sitting my mom's cat, who's very affectionate. I live in Maryland, in Frederick, and I'm biracial. My dad is from West Africa, and my mom is a white woman from Michigan.
There it is. Awesome. Yeah. Well, this is, also, guys, I'm in my guest bedroom because this happened earlier today. So we have a bunch of kids in our living room right now. But Arliss, there's something, I read your blog post, which was really good, and there's something that really stood out to me. And the reason it stood out to me is because it's something that I have done and I grew up with. And it's this. This. So students, you watching, I don't know if you've done this, but this is something I've done. I had a very good black friend growing up. And I remember I used to say this to him. I said, Julian, you're the whitest black person I know. And it was like funny and jokes, so I thought. But you kind of wrote about this, and I wanted to get your perspective. What's going through your mind when something like that? Has that happened to you? Things like that.
Yes, it has. And being biracial, it's pretty confusing. Less confusing now, but it was especially confusing then. Basically, when someone said that to me, because it's been a long time. But what I kind of got from that was, oh, you don't sound or act like what I expected you to based on what you look like. And I really didn't look different other than my skin tone compared to my other friends. So I don't sound ghetto, so to speak. I don't have, speak in a certain way. I'm educated. I'm did fine in school. I wasn't, straight A's or anything, but I did fine. And so when people would say that to me, my thought process was, okay, so I'm assuming you mean that because I am educated and wear nice clothes and have the potential to be successful and speak, normally, I guess I am white. I sound white. And that means that because of my skin tone being black, sorry, my husband's walking in. Hi, I'm in the middle of a video. Nice to see you. With Aaron. I'm gonna
Hey,
continue.
Tyler. Hi, Aaron.
And also Ollie is sleeping. Our baby's sleeping. Sorry, she won't wake up, hopefully. So anyways, yeah, it just kind of the idea was because you're Black, I expected you to be less educated and less successful, less polished. And that kind of stunk, and I didn't really know how to respond to it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, because when I would say that, I think the exact same things are going through my head. I feel like as if I had this idea of what being Black meant, right?
Yeah.
And like everything that fits in here, like what you're saying,
Right.
ghetto speaking
Right.
differently than I do, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, without even thinking, I think in that bubble was like uneducated or
Mhm.
even things like really good at athletics, like very
Right.
stereotypical things.
Right.
So I'm assuming like when someone says, "Hey, Arliss, you're very white," they're saying like, you don't fit my view of a Black person, therefore I'm going to say you're white. You know?
Exactly.
And what's terrible, this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but what's terrible is like this bubble that we have for Black people often
Mhm.
is way more undesirable than what we
Right.
have for white people.
Right.
So
It's true.
so we almost think it's a compliment to say you're so white, right?
Right.
But it's
Right.
not.
It's not. Well, and it's hard too because, of course, like you said, like I don't mind when people assume that I might be good at sports because of my color, but typically that's not, there are more negative things than positive, like you mentioned. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, we got about 5 minutes on the clock. All right, this is my synopsis for The More You Know. This is the segment we're in. Okay, so if I'm thinking biblically, I'm thinking that when you, and all of us students think of someone who is Black, instead of thinking of those bad things, we need to stop and reorient our mind to start thinking, no, Black does mean educated. Black does mean like wonderful business leaders. Black does mean all these really good attributes. We got to stop using all these negative things when we talk to our friends, because whether we know it or not, I'm realizing now, like I hurt my friends by saying by thinking that way. So there you go. The more you know.
The more you know.
Thanks for talking about this.
Yeah.
And students, just so you know, this isn't like a hard conversation to have. This is like a normal thing. So I bet this would be a great conversation with you and any of your friends who don't look like you. So bring it up, see what they have to say. We'll see. The more you know. Awesome. Well, we will see you when we see you.
All right.
All right. Have a wonderful one.
You too. See you, Aaron.
Bye. All right. If you guys want, you can go in the links below the description and read Arliss's blog post about what it's like to be biracial for her and being a Christian. So that would be, I highly recommend that read. She's wonderful. All right, moving on. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed that conversation. Kelsey's putting down a blanket so to prepare for worship, which I got coming up. Thanks so much, Arlie. Really appreciate it. If you remember 2 weeks ago, we did a game called Muted and we needed a winner. So it is time to announce the winner from last 2 weeks ago's game. So let's spin it. Noah Schomburger. You are the winner. We will send something to you. Thanks for playing. Speaking of games, we're going to go right into the next segment, and we're going to bring back an old friend of ours who just does a wonderful job. It's time for Games with James.
Hey Browncroft, I'm back. I'm James Games, James Wheeler, Jimbo, Jimothy, Jim. I guess that might be it. Anyway, I'm going to be hosting the game for this week, and we are going to be doing Wikipedia Part 2. We did it before, and now we're going to do it again. Basically what this is I'm gonna have a random topic for you, and most of them probably won't make sense or you won't even know what it is, but what your job is that you're gonna have 30 seconds to look up this Wikipedia article, and you're gonna have to go to a certain paragraph and a certain word in that paragraph, and you're gonna have to comment it in the comment section. I don't know if it's gonna be over here or over there because this is mirrored. I'm doing it with the selfie camera. But anyway, let's start the game. Ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, round 1. Salish sea human foot discoveries. What could that possibly be? Anyone know? After this round is over, maybe you can tell me what the Salish sea human foot discoveries are, because now is that like a people group that discovered something about the human foot? 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Did you get it? Whoever got it first is gonna be at the top of the comment section, and then the people that are monitoring the comment section is gonna pick the winner. So yeah, let's go to the next one, shall we? All right, what is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? The hum, paragraph 1, word 21. You know, this is a very interesting topic because I've heard of it before, and I've always wondered if I can hear the hum. It's I think people say like it's a natural phenomena. It makes me think of Harry Potter when Voldemort's voice is like going throughout the school, but only a couple students can hear it, and they're like going crazy. 3, 2, 1, stop. All right, whoever won that one, we're gonna see. We are gonna see. All right, are we ready for the next round? All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, boom! Inherently funny word. What would an inherently funny word be like? Oh, paragraph 5, word 13. You have 25 more seconds. Get on it. Inherently funny word. Is that like thingamabobber? Or the plural for moose, which is meese? Weebelow. My friend was a Boy Scout, and he was a Weebelow once. All right, 3, 2, 1, stop. It's the end of this round. Did you win? Leave a comment down below. All right, get ready for round 4, I think. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. List of animals with fraudulent diplomas. Paragraph 8, word 38. You know, I did hear about a dog becoming a mayor once, but animals with, what is a fraudulent diploma? Is that like fraud? You get the diploma illegally from a college or something? I don't know. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just moonwalked out of the frame. Stop. Wait a minute. All right, this round is over. Whoever won, congrats. You get a cookie. Delivered by me to your door. All right. Oh, okay. Toilet paper orientation. Paragraph 3, word 12. You know, this sort of seems like a weird thing that a frat house, I don't know, something weird that like a very weird group of people would do to... I can try moonwalking again, except you can't see my feet. I just did it perfectly. You got 3 more seconds. Gotta get back to it. All right, stop. All right, that's the end of this round. All right, what's the next round gonna look like? All right. Thinking, what should the next round be? I think it'll be Waffle House Index. Get on it. Paragraph 3, word 19. You have 30 seconds from now. Waffle House Index. Is that like a list of customers that a Waffle House has? And they just like, oh, this is Billy Bob from May 4th. And he ordered chocolate waffles with rainbow sprinkles. All right, stop. I let you guys go away for way too long. All right, who won that round? Sorry, I went off on a tangent. I'm gonna get back on the groove of things. All right, next round. What's it gonna be? McDonald's Urban Legends. You know what? McDonald's does have a lot of urban legends, you know? Like, what goes into their food. I mean, the urban legend is that, like, pink goo, but that just doesn't seem right. I mean, how could that be factual? Anyway, I think we're done. 3, 2, 1, stop. Alright, that's the end of that round. Get ready for the next round. 3, 2, 1. Lawsuits against God. What would somebody want to sue God for? I don't know. You're about to find out. Paragraph 2, word 32. Bad luck? I'm sure someone would probably do that. I mean, maybe not anyone, but, you know. Alright. And stop. Alright, is this the final? I think, was that the final round? I think so. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so that was the last round, but here's... Okay, so here's an example of a lawsuit against God. Deity facing California suit. Jeez. Where's the money gonna come from? Heaven? No, that doesn't happen. Alright, well, guys, thank you for letting me do the game this week. It was really fun, and I hope you had fun. And whoever wins, I hope you get whatever you get for winning. I don't remember, but you have my respect. And, yeah. Alright. See ya. Bye.
James, thanks so much for leading us in that. I'm gonna say the second version seemed a lot harder than the first one we saw like a month ago, but you do a great job every time. All right, we're gonna transition into a time of worship, and I'm actually gonna hand this phone over to my wife. See that? As we begin, we're gonna sing one song tonight just to keep it quick and snappy, and it's gonna be called Here Again, which you guys know. So if you would, go ahead and sing with me. Here we go. Can't go back to the beginning. Can't control what tomorrow will bring. But I know here in the middle is a place where you promised to be. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you lead me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again?
sun shaping the shadows. In my weakness, your glory appeared. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? Yeah, not for a minute was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Come, Holy Spirit, dry bones awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Not for a minute was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Come, Holy Spirit, dry bones awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? Yeah. 'Cause all I want is all you are, Lord. Will you meet me here again? I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again?
Will you bow and pray with me? Dear Lord, we know that we, in and of ourselves, are not enough. We know that we cannot be all that we can be without you, Lord. We pray that you would come into our lives, invade our hearts, so that we can spread your goodness to the world around us, Lord. Pray that you would meet us where our struggles are, meet us where we're feeling pain today, and just be there for us. You are in this place, Lord. In your name we pray. Amen. Awesome. We're going to transition now into the lesson with Jessica Slentz. Now, high schoolers, you've heard Jessica speak before, just actually this semester, but middle schoolers, you haven't. She's great, and she's going to be continuing the story of Joseph for us. So without further ado, let's go to Jessica Slentz. Also, you might notice some audio jumps. That's not you. Just keep on listening. Don't worry about it. All right. We'll see you then.
Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jessica Slentz. I have not had that privilege to meet all of you in person yet. I have met a number of you, and I was honored to be able to speak on a Wednesday night at the end of March, right before we went online. And so, while this looks a little bit different, I'm really excited to be here tonight and be able to talk with you and share a little bit more about this crazy time in Joseph's life and what we can take from these scriptures in Genesis 39 into our day-to-day life and how we want to act and live out our faith. So this is week 3 of the series, What to Do When You Don't Know What to Do. So, sorry, my My cat is also here, so she's learning about Joseph as well. So we're going to look at this in Joseph's life to give us a little bit more of a picture of, one, how do we know what the right thing to do is when we're faced with that situation? And how do we choose the right thing when it's hard, when it's the hardest choice in that particular situation? So we're going to start with Genesis 39, and we're going to look at Genesis 39, 2 through 10. So if you have a Bible or you have an app, you want to read along, you can. I'm going to have the scriptures here on the slides as well. So Genesis 39, verse 2. The Lord was with Joseph so that he prospered, and he lived in the house of his Egyptian master. This was Potiphar. When his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord gave him success in everything he did, Joseph found favor in his eyes and became his attendant. Potiphar put him in charge of his household, and he entrusted to his care everything he owned. From the time he put him in charge of his household and of all that he owned, the Lord blessed the household of the Egyptian because of Joseph. The blessing of the Lord was on everything Potiphar had, both in the house and in the field. So Potiphar left everything he had in Joseph's care. With Joseph in charge, he did not concern himself with anything except the food he ate. Now Joseph was well built and handsome, and after a while his master's wife took notice of Joseph and said, "Come to bed with me." But he refused. "With me in charge," he told her, "my master does not concern himself with anything in the house. Everything he owns he has entrusted to my care. No one is greater in this house than I am. My master has withheld nothing from me except you, because you are his wife. How then could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" Although she spoke to Joseph day after day, he refused to go to bed or even to be with her. So Joseph has had a crazy time, as we said, and he was sold into slavery. But even in that particular situation, even in that really difficult situation, he is wrenched from his family and his country. He's in a completely different place, and he is indebted servitude to this other person. God was with him, and his new master, Potiphar, saw that God was with him and that Joseph was successful. He was smart. He was able to take on more and more responsibility, and he gave it to him so that he was a very important part of his house. And Joseph obviously had respect for him. He had an appreciation, and he, out of respect for his master, he said, I'm not going to do this thing. When his wife asked him to come and sleep with him, he's like, I'm not. He's given me all of this responsibility, and he's trust me. Why would I break that trust? So that's one thing, is our relationship with other people helps us know what the right thing to do is. But even more importantly than that, it was out of a bigger respect for God. Because he says, how? Out of respect for this person, out of respect for this relationship, how could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God? And so now imagine the situation he's in. First of all, we know that Joseph was hot. The Bible says so. He was well built and handsome. And his master's wife, so by default, also in charge of him. So this is not just a friend to friend peer relationship. This is somebody who might have some kind of authority over his life, who is able to boss him around, who is able to give him orders. He is their slave. She says, "Come to bed with me." So there's two layers here. There's the temptation of somebody, which is, flattering for all of us to hear, is like, I want you to come to bed with me. And she also is in charge of him. So there's an order here. So he's not only resisting temptation in this particular instance, he's saying no to somebody who actually has some kind of power over him. He's like, no, I can't do this. This is where I draw the line. And that had to be so hard. He placed God's thoughts, God's desires, and God's holiness, his direction for us to not sin against God in this way, higher than the temptation and flattery of having somebody want you and be attracted to you, and the fact that somebody who was in charge of him was giving him an order. And so he said, no, I can't. And it was out of a very bigger respect for God and God's law that he did the right thing. So, like I said, I'm sure that he struggled with this. I'm sure he was a little bit like, I really don't think this is going to go over well, but I have to do the right thing. So he did the right thing and trusted God with the outcome. And that's really, at the end of the day, that is all we can do. We can't always control the outcome, but we can trust God with the outcome. And we're going to look a little bit about what that outcome is. So this is the idea of integrity. So I'm sure you've heard the word integrity. Sometimes it's right now there's sort of a trendy way to say, like, integrity is being true to yourself. And it's much more than that. Integrity means being the kind of person who does what is right, regardless of the outcome and regardless of who is around. So sometimes the right thing will get you applause. Sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, I am so proud of you for doing the right thing. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes doing the right thing will cost you something. In Joseph's case, it cost him his job and his home, and he got thrown into prison. And sometimes doing the right thing will make you look good, and sometimes it will make you look stupid, maybe not be the right word, but sometimes it will make you look weak. This will be a word that other people may use. Like, oh, you're just a chicken. Or it will make you look, it might even make, some people might accuse you of thinking you're better than them. So it might make you look like you're proud, and you're like, I'm not doing this because I'm proud. I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. So other people may see it in different ways that don't make you look good. That doesn't mean it's not the right thing to do still. So we don't get to decide how it turns out. We don't get to control other people's responses to our decisions, but we do get to control our decisions and the kind of person that we want to be. That is what we can control. So when we make our decisions, when we make a choice in a particular situation to act in integrity, regardless of who's around or regardless of what might happen in the outcome, and do what is right, we can be living lives that we are proud of. So this is sort of the big takeaway from this week, is when you don't know what to do in a situation, do the right thing and trust God with the outcome. When we're thinking about we don't know what to do in a particular situation, sometimes the first thing that we can do is, if we identify that this is a situation where I know I am being tempted to do something wrong, we run. So 2 Timothy 2:22 calls us to flee from youthful temptations. And so we go back to it with Joseph. He not only was he saying, no, I'm not going to sleep with you, he refused to even be with her because he knew that this was a constant barrage of asking and temptation. So he's like, I'm not going to do any of it. I'm going to run. I'm not even going to be around her as much as possible. Sometimes the right and wrong thing is black and white. If somebody says, here, take this knife and kill somebody, you're going to say, no, murder is wrong. But sometimes it's not that black and white. And so how do we know what to do? Well, the good part of all of this is that we do not have to do this alone. One, you can ask other people, parents, youth leaders, and leadership in the church, people that you trust, to be able to help you discern, like, this is the situation I'm in. Here's what I'm grappling with. I don't really know what's right or wrong in this situation. And listen to the counsel of others. The other beautiful thing is that God says we don't have to do this alone. There's a number of places in the scripture where he offers guidance and where other people who are following him don't know what to do. One of my favorite verses right now is 2 Chronicles 20:12. And this is a slightly different situation, but King Jehoshaphat is being attacked by this army, and he just feels completely powerless, and there's no good outcome in this situation. And he turns and he says, God, we do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you. And so when we're in a situation where we don't know what the right thing to do is, what we can do is look towards God and say, God, I don't know what to do, but my eyes are on you. Help me know what to do. And he will, because we have a promise in Isaiah 30, 20, 21. Lord saying, whether you turn to the right or the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. When we ask for God's direction in a situation, when we ask, Lord, I don't know what the right thing to do here is, he has promised to say, this is the way, walk in it. He is there for our support. He is there to help us through it. He is there to help us make those choices. And because we can come to him, because we can come to leaders that we trust, because we can come to God and say, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is here. All I can do is keep my eyes on you. And God has said, I will direct you. I will show you. This is the way, walk in it. So all we have to do in that situation is, if you don't know what to do the right thing. If you don't know what that is, ask, and then trust God with the outcome, and he will always come through. Thank you. I hope to get a chance to talk with you again. I hope to get a chance to talk with you and hug you in person, and I hope this encourages you as you go on in your day and your week. Just think of those situations, like, what kind of person do you want to be? What when you do the right thing and no one knows, and trust God with the outcome. That's all we can do. Thanks.
Oh, wonderful, guys. It's time for small groups. Thanks so much, Jen, for that message. Look for the links from your leaders. Small groups are coming down. They're winding down. So look for those links, and we will see you guys next week. All right. Bye.
This is all I want, that the love I have for you doesn't fade along with you. The reason that I ask, I've seen far too many friends walk away and not come back. I won't wash away like branches in rain. I'd rather be kindling in the light. Set me on fire like I've never known. Life goes on, so all of my days I place my first game, my first game. I'll wash away, princess in me. I'll wash away, princess in me. I'm my first game. I'll wash away. This is all I want, that the love I have for you doesn't fade along with you. The reason that I ask, I've seen far too many friends walk away and not come back. I won't wash away like branches in rain. I'd rather be kindling in the light. Set me on fire like I've never known. I wanna love you more as life goes on. So all of my days I place my first game, my first.